Promised Land, it was really based upon like us traveling, we were doing like a European tour, Jack Master House, and it was seeing that all the people that we were performing in front of were appreciating the music, even though a lot of the people maybe didn't even understand the languages, the language we were speaking. So for me, seeing that, it made me feel that we can all get together and come together as one under music. So that was one of the things that inspired me with Promised Land. The second part was when I got back to the States, I was like, I really want to do a song that is like a classic record that kind of told about the feelings that I felt from what I saw on that tour. So what I did, I kind of flashed back to, my childhood listening to Motown, and Motown for me was the most like classic style of music.
Mm-hmm.
So,
did you get off into the chess records?
Yeah, also chess records, mm-hmm. Right? So listening back to a lot of those Motown tunes, I kind of really just I didn't really want to copy the Motown sound, but I just kind of wanted to take like the spirit of Motown and put it into a record. And so that's where Promised Land came from. Along with originally, like I sang the song, but I didn't think that was the right vibe. So I brought in Anthony Thomas. His texture was cool mixed with mine, and then I wanted another texture, so I brought in Don Connolly. And so it was just a collage of different things that I was feeling that make that record work. And I think it transcends, and I think everybody else feels that vibe too from the record.
Ever think you was going to do a video game?
No. Never thought it'd be on a video game.
How did that feel? I mean,
that was cool. When I first heard it, I was like, okay, that's live. It's deep. Right. So DJ International was. I was one of the only DJs that actually played keyboards. Mm-hmm. So after I worked on Chip's record, worked on some stuff with Fast Eddie, Tyree. Like I said, I became the person that helped produce most of the records that came out of DJ International. So I would help produce the records. Also learn how to engineer. Us going into the studios, Chicago Tracks, Star Tracks, CRC. I would pay attention to what the engineers were doing because we'd be in there for hours. With Larry Sturm, Ron Gresham, and for me it was like, wow, it's taking a half an hour to make the kick drum sound right. I'm like, okay, it's got to be a better way, right? So I'm like, I don't want to be in here all this time doing that. So I kind of figured out what they were doing, and then I started working on engineering and stuff at DJ International, and to the point where I couldn't really do everything as far as producing, engineering. Mixing people's stuff down. So I brought in Craig Loftus. So, he goes to his Grand High Priest and brought him in as the engineer for DJ International. So that's kind of my early beginnings with DJ.